Hi, my name is Nacho Libro. Perhaps you've seen me on TV or in the newspaper, or maybe you have seen me do a book reading at your child's elementary school. Sponsored by Latino Books Y Mas Bookstore, I do book readings at elementary schools throughout the Coachella Valley, from Palm Springs to Thurman and Oasis. My goal is to promote a love for literacy in the children that I read to. I know that knowing how to read as well is a key to success in school and success in life. I'm here today at Latino Books Y Mas Bookstore in downtown Palm Springs to ask for your help, to appeal for your help. I am asking for your help to prevent the illegal eviction and closure and demolition of this small Latino business by the John Wessman Corporation and by Palm Springs Mayor Steve Puñet. Latino Books Y Mas has a 5-year lease that expires in March 2015. In spite of what you may have heard, this lease has no buyout clauses or condemnation clauses. Yet John Wessman is using the clause of eminent domain in the lease to evict Latino Books Y Mas, but not evicting California Pizza Kitchen or the AT&T store that are in the same block. Why isn't he evicting them? Call John Wessman or Mayor Puñet and ask him that question. We all know that the city of Palm Springs has not taken or appropriated the old Desert Fashion Plaza or any part of it for Wessman to claim eminent domain. Latino Books Y Mas has been in Palm Springs for 9 years. When Luciano and Tanya opened their bookstore, there were 7 bookstores in downtown Palm Springs. And now Latino Books Y Mas is the last bookstore standing. Once this beautiful bookstore closes, visiting tourists and students from Palm Springs High School will now be forced to travel to Palm Desert to fulfill the literary needs. Not only will this small Latino business close, but 4 people will be without a job and tax revenue will be lost to other cities. Latino Books Y Mas is the last independent bookstore in the entire Coachella Valley. Latino Books Y Mas is more than a bookstore, it is a true cultural center. You have to see it to fully appreciate all the cultural treasures that are in this bookstore, like books, paintings, figures from Dia de los Muertos, Virgen de Guadalupe, Frida Kahlo, and much, much more. Not only is that true for the small business owned by Latinos in downtown Palm Springs, Wessman is evicting 2 Latinos that have truly worked hard and studied hard to achieve the American dream that is now turning into a nightmare. Luciano and Tanya both come from families that worked the fields. Luciano in Arizona and Tanya in Blythe. She marched with Cesar Chavez in the early 1970s and has managed the bookstore since 2003 when they opened. Luciano is a 32-year resident of Palm Springs and recently retired from education as the assistant principal from Indio High School after 38 years in education as a teacher, counselor, and an administrator. He was recently the vice chair of the Palm Springs Human Rights Commission and currently sits on the Palm Springs Police Advisory Board with Chief Al Franz. And now Mayor Steve Puñet and the Palm Springs City Council is allowing John Wessman to evict Luciano and Tanya from their business, a business they have worked so hard to develop. They have been dragged into court by John Wessman in an attempt to illegally evict them. This is truly a David and Goliath fight. Wessman is a true millionaire. The city of Palm Springs recently gave him $43 million of our tax dollars to build a 6-story hotel in downtown Palm Springs. He has deep money pockets and political pockets and will not give up until he has evicted and closed Latino Books Y Mas. In order to protect their cultural and contractual rights, Latino Books Y Mas has had to hire a lawyer to file a breach of contract lawsuit against Wessman. How can you help? There are several things that you can do before it is too late. Call John Wessman Development Company at these public information numbers and demand that he stop the illegal eviction of 2 senior citizens, the illegal closure of Latino Books Y Mas, and demolition of their mom-and-pop Latino business. Call Palm Springs Mayor Steve Puñet and any city council member and demand to know why the mayor is allowing the closure and eviction of a small Latino business while allowing 2 chain stores, AT&T and California Pizza Kitchen, to remain open. And remind Mayor Puñet and council members that we vote and that we won't forget this matter at election time. Call your elected official, Dr. Reese, Mr. V. Manuel Perez, or Mr. Nastandi, and tell them that a small Latino business, the crux of our economic recovery, is being forced to illegally close, and it's tossing several people out of work. And finally, post this video to your friends or anyone who you know that knows someone that you feel could make a difference. Please help Latino Books Y Mas avoid eviction and closure. Don't let Wessman bully or intimidate us or any other small business. Here are the important public numbers and emails of John Wessman and the Palm Springs City Council. Call John Wessman or Michael Braun at 760-325-3050 or 760-408-7038. Message John at facebook.com, john.wessman.3. Call Mayor Steve Punier at 760-323-8299. Email the mayor at steve.punier@palmspringsca.gov. City Councilman Paul Lewin, 760-323-8299, or email Paul at paul.lewin@palmspringsca.gov. And I'm mentioning Paul because he seems to be one of the most level-headed people on the board. For more information, call Latino Books Y Mas at 760-323-3778. Email us at latinobooksyimas@aol.com. Friend us at facebook.com, luciano.ramirez.142. And finally, say no to eviction, say no to John Wessman. Say no to eviction, say no to John Wessman. Thank you very much.